When Soweto Country Club in South Africa held a golf day last month, they had a very special guest of honour, one Gary Player. One of those taking part had a poignant background too. Among the club's oldest members, Dr. Andrew Mulungeni spent many years imprisoned on Robben Island alongside Nelson Mandela.
I know that this program goes overseas, and I'd like the people overseas to know what took place here today at Soweto Country Club. How inspiring it was to see all these young kids getting ready to become champions with hard work and to play with elderly people. And one man who was in Robben Island for 2 decades to come out here as our great father Nelson Mandela, who came out of there with love and forgiveness and no hatred. And this gentleman, Dr. Andrew Mulungeni. I mean, it's just been a very special privilege.
The event marked the 50th anniversary of Player's career Grand Slam, which is being celebrated with a number of events through 2015. He designed the course at Soweto Country Club, and the funds from the day will be used for the club's further development.
I've represented my country with great dedication and passion for 63 years. The way these people have received me today here with great love is the most unbelievable experience. But to come here, a place where I started in my life, basically in 1974, I was doing golf lessons here, helped the club a little bit financially, designed the golf course, and you see what Soweto Country Club has produced. And so this club here will produce in the future, I think, a possible Tiger Woods for us.
And in typical fashion, Player was ready with some advice for the next generation of aspiring professionals.
Many people have the talent, and it doesn't develop. You've got to have hard work. You've got to work harder than the other man. This pair of hands that I'm going to show you now hit more golf balls than any man that ever lived. I was poor as a young man. I struggled as a young man. And I made up my mind that I was going to be a world champion, strictly through hard work.
And he's still hard at it. Player turns 80 in November, but he's still plenty to look forward to, not least a trip to Rio for the Olympics next year, alongside the current generation of South African golfers.
South Africa, being a very small country, has done not remarkably well, unbelievably well. Many major championships. You think of South Africa, 23 major championships, more than any country in the world other than the United States post-war. The announcement made that I'll be captaining the South African team at the Olympic Games. Well, the Olympic Games is the high echelon of sports. It's the epitome of sports. So here I'm being captain and will be attending the Olympic Games with a very good team. It's going to be very exciting, and having golf being reintroduced into the Games is very exciting.